Hey guys, Happy New Year. I really want to wish you the best year ever. Have fun, enjoy yourselves, be happy, stay healthy and take care. And sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I want to wish you all of that, especially to the subscribers of my channel. I still cannot believe that people actually subscribe to my channel. I'm so grateful and I'm just so excited and motivated by that. So thank you so much and Happy New Year. Today we have a big plan ahead of us. I have some things I need to do. As I mentioned in the previous video with the goal setting, I do draft out my goals first, but then I need to take my time, get my tea, and just turn on some nice music and fill in my planner. I'm using Hobonichi 2024 still. Well, I'm starting to use it, and today I have actually the following tasks to do. First one, we're gonna transfer my yearly goals into Hobonichi, and yeah, I'm just gonna copy it from my drafts book and make it look nice and pretty. This is task number one. Task number two is I'm already starting to plan my January, obviously. So I'm gonna transfer my goals from yearly goals to monthly goals, starting off with January. And if you are curious to find out how exactly I do it and what are the ways that you can divide and split your goals into a more detailed monthly goals, then stay with me for the part two. But without further ado, let's just start with the yearly planning. And for that, we have this page in Hobonichi. It's called Turning Page. What is it called? Turning the page to a new year. I've already, do you see it? Yeah, I've already created like a bit of drafts over here and added stickers. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of stickers overall, but I had them. I didn't want to be wasteful, so I guess we set in the tone for the new year as a bit of lavender. And I do have my yearly goals over here in the drafts. I do have my music and tea. And right now I'm just gonna spend a bit of time creating my yearly goals over here. And it's really important for me to always have my yearly goals with me, because that way I can always look at them, reflect, again, divide them into monthly goals and just overall track the progress. In previous times, I remember I used to just set yearly resolutions and like hide them somewhere really far away, because I was thinking that it's a bad luck to look at them and they will come true only in case I don't actually look at them anymore, which is sort of ridiculous. But yeah, I did that in the past. Now I'm a bit more mindful. So I have 2 pens as usual, and let's just jump into it. Something wrong here makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Okay, I'm ready. This is the way my spread has turned out to be. I think it's quite pretty. I left lots of free space because I do want to reflect a bit on the goals in the future, and I know that goals are something that doesn't need to be like written in the stone. They can change, and things can change, and circumstances can change. So I really don't mind. So I left this side over here empty, and then I'm gonna fill it in with other stuff. And now I'm moving on to the second task that I have set for myself for today, and this is how to actually transfer these yearly goals into monthly goals. So in Hobonichi, I have lots of places where I can play around with the monthly goals. First off, it's of course the monthly spread. As I mentioned previously, this is the spread that I use for my monthly planning. I don't need anything extraordinary for that. So we're just gonna work with this. This is the spread that I've got, and as you see, I have already put some stickers over here. These are the weeks that I'm actually gonna be out of town on vacation. And this is always, something to consider because, it's really hard to keep up with some routines and some things when you are on vacation, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Another thing that we're gonna fill in today is my habit tracker. I'm gonna come up with all of the habits that I wanna track specifically in January, and I'm gonna write them down over here. And this is exactly where we're gonna revert back to our yearly goals and just, think a little about what are the things that I can focus on in January. And for me, I do have a lot of health and wellness goals, and what I'm gonna do is simply I'm gonna take out some habits from here. For instance, I have goals of quitting alcohol and stopping with sugar for good. So I'm gonna go back over here into my habit tracker spread, and straight away I'm gonna write over here no sugar and no alcohol. So these are gonna be my habits. Let's start with habits and fill them in. Next thing we've got over here is, I wanted to start meditation, but I do believe that it's gonna be a bit hard on the vacation though, so I'm not really that strict with this habit this month. I do want to start implementing it though into my life, maybe softly, maybe do it every other day. So we'll see about that. I do believe that this is an important habit for me, for my mental health. So I'm gonna keep it over here, but I'm not gonna be too frustrated if I did not manage to do it daily. It's good enough for a start of the year where I just don't want to be that hard on myself, knowing that I will be God knows where for the half of the months. So let's move on to the actual goals planning. So we have a lot of goals for the year, and now we have to split them into smaller goals. So what I do, I just go goal by goal and think about what are the things that I can do in this specific month. For instance, I have learned Spanish, but I know that since I'm gonna be out of town, I'm not gonna sign up for any class, but I do want to start learning something. So for January, we're gonna create here a nice looking maybe to-do list. And I'm gonna write down here what I meant to do, what are the things that I need to do during January in order to reach my yearly goals. So first off, Duolingo. Yeah, I know. This is the easy way, Duolingo or Duolingo. I keep on forgetting. Let's just put it over here like that. And find online school, preferably with the distant type of classes, because I don't want to end up having to plan my days around the classes. I want to do it the opposite way. Let's see what I have over here. Read 77 books. That means that I need to read a lot of books every single month, and on vacation it's easy. So I'm gonna put here that I want to read, let's say, let's start small, 5 books. Read 5 books in January, cool. And then, I'm gonna go over each and single goal and fill in my to-do list for January. Okay, and this is basically it. It's no rocket science, really. I just think it is important to reflect on your goals every single month and see that, what you gotta do. Are your goals actually still up to date? Maybe you need to change something. Maybe when you were creating the goals, you didn't take into account some things that are truly important. So in the end, I end up with this small list. It actually looks quite big overall, but still, I've got this list, and I do have my habits that I want to track this month in January, and all of that is going to contribute to my yearly goals. And I do this basically every month at the end of the month, and I do enjoy that it doesn't take that much time and it still makes me keep up with all of the goals that I have created for the year. I do have now my weekly goals, and one last thing, if that makes it into the edit, because I think it already takes a lot of time, I do have this. This is a small prediction that I got from the shrine in Japan in 2023, and it includes my fortune for the year. So I don't want to keep it up with me at all times, and I probably gonna glue it down to my page over here. Just I gotta be really careful with it because it feels a little fragile, and just don't want to end up having glue everywhere. So it just includes some of the predictions for what my fortune should or will look like, and I like to take it as a prediction for the year. It also looks quite cool and nice, and having something from Japan in my Hobonichi journal is really nice. So we're gonna have it over here. I will be able to write something right beneath it, and this is it. We have our goals and plans for the next year, and I'm really determined to accomplish all of them. I'm really excited for 2024. I have lots of ideas in my mind and lots of simply excitement for the upcoming year. And again, I wish you the same. And thanks for staying here with me. And guys, have the most precious, wonderful, and beautiful year. And I see you soon. Bye bye.